Hello everyone, this is Chaim Durst. Today's topic is choosing your topic. In the infinite void that exists, what do you shine light on? You can choose any event, any incident, any person, any relationship, any thought, any research that you've done within yourself, interpersonally, scientifically. Among all those topics, which one do you choose? Well, my suggestion is that you use a simple checklist. I'm going to be covering half of it in today's lecture, and I'll be covering half of it in another video. So let's focus in on the first 4 things to consider when choosing what to write about for your personal statement. Let's talk about how to choose your topic. Does the incident or event that you describe in your personal statement demonstrate a key aspect of your character? Does it show that you're open, determined, or compassionate? Can the reader close their eyes and describe you just by reading what you've written? Does the reader get a sense of your personal philosophy by reading your essay? For example, for me, I try to take responsibility for what happens to me. I try to stay true to my word, and I feel fulfilled when I create. Those are 3 key aspects of my personal philosophy that I would try to describe in my personal statement. Furthermore, does the incident or event that I describe in my personal statement demonstrate my capacity to grow? And lastly, does it demonstrate self-knowledge? The best way to describe my personal philosophy, my outlook, my capacity to grow, and my self-knowledge is through a challenge, a setback, or some type of failure. Sadly, many students avoid these types of topics because they're afraid that it will show weakness. On the contrary, if the incident or event demonstrates key aspects of your personality, shows your ability to grow, and shows that you have self-knowledge, that is a sign of strength. And from my experience, the best way to do so is by talking about a challenge, a setback, or a failure. You don't have to dwell on those. That isn't the end of the story, but that can be the primary vehicle through which you tell your story. You want to keep in mind, the reader needs to form an image of you in about 90 seconds. That's as long as they're going to take to read your essay. So, after those 90 seconds, do they have a clear image of you? Right? Think back to memories that you have. Do you usually remember the happy memories? Do you usually remember the sort of like the days where everything went well? Or do you usually remember the things that were challenging, or where you had a confrontation, or you had something went wrong in your life? We are biologically and genetically disposed to remember those things that are more poignant, or often more troublesome. It's part of our ability to survive as a species. We pay attention to those things that are threatening in some ways. Likewise, the reader is much more likely to remember who you are by reading about an incident or event that might be more challenging, that might have demonstrated your character through a failure or a setback. If you focus on your way of thinking, on your personal philosophy, on your capacity to grow, and on self-knowledge, and do so by talking about a challenge, a setback, or a failure, you are very likely to move the reader and create an indelible impression of who you are. that may increase your odds of getting into your first choice college. Once again, my name is Chaim Durst, and thank you for joining me.